Hey, alumni friends, Troy and Ellis here in the alumni office, and welcome to NHCC Alumni Coffee Break. Joining me today is Laura Croteau. She's an alum from 2008 to 2010 and is a nutrition specialist for the University of Iowa. Laura, thanks for being here today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Oh, I really appreciate it. So, gosh, being a nutrition specialist must be fascinating. Tell me more about your role.
Yeah, it is fun and challenging at the same time. A lot of people think that working as a dietitian at the University of Iowa, I work at the hospitals and clinics that are down here, and that is incorrect. I work on the college side of things. So I work with students who live on campus, and I help them if they have dietary restrictions, or if they want to come and meet with me just about eating healthy or living a better lifestyle. So it's really fun. I get to work with a lot of students and hear about things that aren't just challenging them nutritionally, but also things that they're struggling with in their academics and in their personal lives. So I do a little bit of that. So very different from working in a hospital as a dietitian. But then I'm also able to do things that are leadership within our department, and I get to analyze all of the products that we serve. So we have 3 major dining halls, 14 retail locations, and a catering operation. So I'm in charge of the nutrition for all of those operations. So there is quite a bit, and I have to look at all of the products that we're serving and making sure that we have a wide variety of healthy options and options that are available for students with dietary restrictions. So there's a lot of different things that I get to do in my job, which makes it fun because every day is usually different.
And how many students are at the University of Iowa?
Um, I think there's about 33,000 total undergrad, and I'm not sure if that includes graduate students or not.
Okay, okay. And so this is not, I don't think, a common role in universities, a nutrition specialist, but where are you housed? Where is your position located?
I am housed within the housing and dining department. So it's a department that works with students who live on campus, so gets them their housing, but then also their dining. So I work more specifically within the dining department on
Okay.
campus. So it's becoming a more common position for colleges and universities to have a dietitian in this similar role. Um, and even when I was starting off in college, this was sort of an unheard position. So it's sort of growing, which is nice.
Oh, it's wonderful, right? And probably in lockstep with wellness initiatives and making sure that students are successful in their education by addressing personal health and personal well-being.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Oh, very cool. And so, with your position, and there are some challenges right now for the nation, and that many of us are working remotely. So, are there any specific obstacles that you faced?
Um, well, since I work in dining, I'm considered an essential employee. So I thought when all of this started to happen that I would be required to be on campus because I
Yep.
am essential. However, that was not the case. And I was told that I got to work from home. Um, and one of the things that I do a lot in my role is I work and I meet with students. And I'm trying to currently help some students who have to stay on campus. So right now, students were given 10 days to come back and move all of their stuff off campus. However, there are students who can't go back to their homes because they're international students or they are housing insecure. And some of those students do have dietary accommodations that they need help with. And so trying to work with them is a little more challenging because I can't meet with them in person and I have to contact and call different individuals that will work with this student. And so There's a lot more communication issues because I can't just go talk to people one-on-one, but I have to call them or send them an email when I would prefer to communicate in person.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So then probably you've ended up kind of working out some tips maybe for remotely working with students. Anything you'd like to share?
Um, I will meet with students if they want to do like a FaceTime or a video chat. But I haven't had any students take me up on that offer. Most of them have emailed me if they need accommodations. Um, but any student at the university, I mean, I'm a resource for them. They don't have to pay anything to talk to me, but they can schedule an appointment with me still when they're at home during this time. But I haven't had anybody take me up on that yet. But I'm hoping that they do because I
Right.
like working with students. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, challenging time for everybody. And any words of affirmation maybe you're sharing with your students, or words of inspiration for the stakeholders you work with, or for our alumni audience?
um, just for everybody in general, this is really hard. It's a really hard time being stuck in your home or wherever you are throughout this. And one of the things that I've really struggled with is, my schedule is completely different working at home from working in the office. And I'm definitely a people person. And when I can't interact with those people, it's very hard, not only with my work, but on my mental health and well being. And so, I might not have a very structured day and I might not be working um, as intelligently as I would if I were in the office. But I'm trying to remind myself that you need to be gentle on yourself. And if you're trying to show up and you're trying to put in your best effort with everything that's going on and you're putting in the best that you can, that's really important right now because you want to try to keep working and do a good job at your job, but you also need to maintain your mental health and well-being, and so try not to get too hard on yourself if you're not able to put in, 110%, that's completely fine. We're all going to get through this no matter what. And then when you get back into your office and you get into your normal routine again and things start to go back to normal, you'll get back to doing that work that you might not have fully completed when you were working from home.
Right, right. Laura, that is great advice. Great advice. So alumni out there listening, do you have any remote tips, books you've been reading, wellness strategies, maybe work strategies, exercise tips, ways that you're overcoming the remote obstacles? Let us know here. We'd love to connect with you and create a responsive community that has added value and fun for everybody. So please join us bi-weekly for the NHCC Alumni Coffee Break. Laura, gosh, my thanks for joining us. And everybody out there, stay healthy and safe.